Greetings! My name's Rurik, and I come from a dangerous and ancient line of dwarves, sworn to order and control. As a seraph, I've taken a vow to a god that helps me channel sacred arcane power to keep my party on their feet. I may not know where fate will guide me now, but by the time the earth takes me, they'll be singing my story across the world.
Hello. The name's Scratch. I'm a swashbuckling seaborn Qatari with a devil-may-care attitude. As a rogue, I've experience with sidestepping the law, dealing with the underbelly of a city, preferring to move quickly and fight quietly. Which, if you aren't careful, can get you in a load of trouble, banished from your home and left to wander the seas. But where's life without a little bit of risk?
I'm Tuyet Frostmart, a wild-born fairy ranger. As a ranger, my keen eyes and graceful haste make me indispensable in tracking down enemies and navigating the wilds with my companion, a phoenix named Issa. My rebelliously positive attitude may seem naive or innocent at times, but it is founded in the knowledge that sorrow is inevitable, but joy is worth the choice.
Hi! I'm Kiku, a seaborn ribbit. As a newly discovered sorcerer, I'm formed and shaped by the will of the arcane, and learning how to wield that power to get what I want. Not sure what that is yet, but my first teacher set me on a path of understanding. Now, with my love of the stars, I set out to discover what this world has to offer, and I hope it's a lot.
Hi, the name's Radani, aka Rain. I'm a daemon wanderborn. As a druid, I am a force of nature, preserving the balance of life and death by channeling the wilds themselves through me. I will act as nature's voice and be their steward. Right after this nap.
I am Tenzin, a fawn from the tall snowy peaks at the crown of the world. As a warrior, I run into battle without hesitation or caution, knowing I can strike down whatever enemy may stand in my path. I have been trained to keep focused even amidst the most chaotic of storms, and I've personally sworn to protect the innocent, ensuring that what happened to my son will never again happen to any child on my watch.
Hello. What is up, geeks? It's good to have you here. My name is Shauna, pronouns she, they.
I'm Joe, pronoun she, they.
I'm Matt, pronouns he, him.
I'm Amanda, pronoun she, her.
I'm Connor, pronouns he, him.
I'm Travis, pronouns he, him.
And welcome to Supporting Roles Daggerheart. Open
Open beta!
Open beta! Man, I've been with this cute little cast of characters for quite a few sessions now, and we've been dealing with some interesting stuff. So let's kind of review before we start in on our game tonight. What is the quest that you guys are going on, and what do you remember of the last session?
We're trying to figure out why these plants and animals are corrupted.
Yeah, what's going on with the corruption?
Yeah.
What the heck is up with that?
We're gonna solve that.
What in the Mononoke?
What in the Studio Ghibli?
Yes.
Last time we faced off with slimes in a cave after talking to some mushrooms who were trying to be friendly and help us.
Look like this.
They had some major, there was some major crystal cavern going on here, Crystal Hollow.
Yeah.
And there was a lot. There was a lot to that. There were mushrooms, oozes.
And then we found a hedge. That was a whole thing. That was a whole thing of getting through that cave of green gas that was being held at bay by lanterns.
Yeah, like a green mist that was
Yeah.
around. That seemed to be just kind of condensating towards these magical
we were
lanterns.
smart and didn't try to go even near it. We just went.
You were very smart, and there was
away.
a very fun like fishing
Parkour
moment happening with
light
Scratch
fishing.
too. Light fishing, mist fishing.
Yeah.
Which was kind of great to make sure that mist didn't come near you guys.
Yeah. Then we found a hedge, or you might call it a shrubbery. And
a shrubbery.
And yeah. If you don't get that joke, I am sorry for you.
Who let the nerds in here?
Yeah.
There's too many nerds. Too many nerds in
So
here.
yeah, we got there, and
some people went in by way of thorn and bramble.
Yeah,
for sure.
And others decided to try and have a conversation first and ask for a passageway. Even and checked if that was even the right direction to go. So
correct.
Eventually we all made it out. We made it through. And then now we're facing with some flicker flies.
There's an easy way.
I don't know what that got cut off.
Yeah, say that again. Was that Travis?
I thought so.
Sounded like Travis. What'd you say?
I don't think I said anything.
It was like I heard there's an easy way.
Oh, I said there's an easy way and there's a hard way to everything.
Yeah.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Just for the brambles.
Yeah.
So, and then we made it through, and now we probably should have maybe taken a little bit of a rest before we went through, but we were very excited. And
listen,
we didn't think that we would be potentially attacked on our way in. We thought that we'd be greeted by some druids. Instead, we're greeted by flicker flies that seem possibly aggressive.
Yeah.
But we're level 1 adventurers, and we're not
aggressive.
We're not good at thinking about these things yet.
The level 1.
Level 1.
Level 1.
Yeah, as you guys have made it into the grove, past this hedgeway, coming all the way from Willowbrook, and have traversed all the way to this druid's grove, you make it out on the other side of the hedge, and out comes flying towards you these interesting looking insectoid / lizard-esque creatures as they fly through the air, buzzing into your direction. I want everybody to move over to some Roll20, please.
No, are we doing this, Shauna?
Oh, we're
apparently
we doing
are.
this.
Why?
Just because we're on Roll20 does not mean we have to fight, guys. That is not what a map.
It means
know.
I'm putting. They look like they're not fully
so
grown.
cute.
They don't look fully grown. They have like little snouts, almost dragon-esque kind of snouts.
Guys, we caught the kindergarten class on a field trip.
Their teeth kind of overlap each other and don't sit fully in the mouth. They have a long body that moves into a sort of a tapered tail, and these beautiful iridescent-esque dragonfly-like wings. 3 of them are towards you at this point. They are gonna move. So I am going to spend a fear.
Oh yeah, it's just to show us a thing. Spending fear, yeah.
Listen.
Oh yeah, just show us a thing.
Sure, just show us
I
a
get to
thing.
do a thing too, okay? I'm gonna spend a fear to put 2, if I can do it. Come on, let's move back to what I need here. Token layer, there we go. To move 2 actions onto the tracker so that I can move 2 of these guys a little closer to where you guys are at. I think what's going to happen is they are going to move and get relatively close to you guys. These are
Where are we? Because
you're down south. You're right. You're right coming into. You guys can place yourself right on the edge of that map if you want.
Like here-ish.
Can I put myself more southern on the map?
No.
Like not in this?
You will be back in the bramble if you would like to.
I spoke kindly to it. I got to walk through.
Are you gonna like Homer Simpson that and just
clarifying question for us? Sorry if
yeah.
Did we decide if we took like a little nappy nap
No,
before
we did not.
Did not take a nappy nap, friend.
Right, of course we didn't. That's fine.
Do you have a
not where
potion?
I'm standing then. I'm gonna be not the front line in this fight. I'm gonna be just right next to everyone. I
love it.
Hit me as much as everyone else.
I got it. Understood.
I say no to that because I a little frogman. I don't get hit more as everyone else.
All right, I was one of the first through, and I'm happy to take the front line. So there you go. If anyone wants to come up with me, you're more than welcome to.
Sure.
As these guys buzz, these 2 flicker flies moving closer to you guys than the other one, they sort of are hovering off the ground, maybe like 5 feet or so. Their tails are kind of moving in sort of a rapid pace behind them, and they sort of stop and hover a little bit. They're seeing they're assessing you guys. So what is up? What's the plan?
I'm not going to brandish a weapon. I'm going to stand there with my hands out, and I'm going to defer to Tuyet. Or anyone else that thinks they can... Or anyone else who thinks they can speak to critters. Or
I was actually going to ask, are these familiar to Tuyet at all? Like, familiar creatures?
I think that... judging by where you're from, you probably haven't seen flicker flies, but you've probably seen something that has evolved off of them. Flicker flies have been around for quite some time, but are usually found more southern than up on the mountain, even at the base where you usually are. However, they do kind of give off that sort of almost pseudo-dragon-esque look to them. So in that way, and the mannerisms might be relatively similar.
Okay. Cool. Somebody else has an idea, go for it. I am thinking of like 8,000 in my head right now.
Let's just be weird.
Okay.
Oh no.
I love it.
Kiku's gonna step up next to Tenzin.
Oh, bummer.
We lost to Travis.
Oh no.
Kitty, no. I mean,
I'm sure he'll be back.
Yeah,
soon.
we can.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just go here till he comes back so everyone can see everybody.
Okay.
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 We can, keep going.
All right, so Kiku's gonna step up next to Tenzin and be all like, "Okay, ask permission, right? That's what. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful flicker
There he
flies
is.
with wings of snow sprites. We mean you no harm, unless you mean us harm. Is everything cool? Can we pass?"
I love it so much. Can you roll me a presence roll, please?
Oh boy, maybe.
Maybe.
I'll attempt to. I don't know,
Oh,
it's not
that
my-
is exactly what you will do.
You've got this,
Attempt.
Kiku.
presents. Yeah, man. That -1. Ooh, looking so good right now.
Do you have any experience or hope that you would like to use to
I don't think either one of mine are gonna apply to this. So
Okay.
we're just gonna
just giving the thumbs
we're
up.
just
like,
gonna
yeah,
we're just
yeah,
gonna
that's what you should do.
we're just gonna vibe with this, and we're gonna see what the digital gods give me.
I love it. I
Ooh.
love it.
Ooh, it's a 7 with hope though.
Okay, so take a hope. As you begin talking to the flicker flies here, they like their wings are humming in almost an aggressive sort of manner, and as you kind of like, as long as you guys aren't angry at us, they kind of posture a little bit back at you.
Is it like the equivalent of like step up, and then they flex back, and I'm just like, cool, respect.
Yeah, they're
respect,
fronting a little bit,
respect.
you know.
They're fronting. Okay.
Okay. Seeing this, Tuyet's just gonna put up both hands. We mean no harm. We are here to see the druids of the grove. We are to help.
What can we offer in safe passage?
Tuyet, can you roll me either an instinct or a knowledge roll? I will say, with the knowledge roll, you would be doing it at advantage.
Okay, I have a +1 to instinct and a +0 to knowledge, but with the advantage,
advantage is nice.
Worth it. Yeah, I'll take the advantage. Okay.
Okay.
Advantage. That is a 17 on the hope dice.
Nice. Okay, please take a hope. You know, as you say this, and as Tenzin says, what could we give? I think you're looking at these flicker flies, and you know that these smaller, like, juveniles can be distracted fairly easy. They absolutely love shiny stuff. So that's a possibility. Other than that, they seem pretty on guard and defensive. Like you've come into their territory. You've come into their home.
Man, what do I have that's shiny?
Unless you can distract them maybe in some way, they might not let you pass.
Okay. Gonna mumble under my breath, just, you know, any shiny things, anything to distract them would work. If you have, I have nothing.
Scratch?
I've got this. And he's going to carefully, gingerly, pull out his bag of like his crazy hats and stuff.
Yes.
Right? And pull out a couple of hats and start pulling off these things that are starting to jingle, and a series of bells, shiny bells.
Oh no!
A gling-a-ling, gling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
You definitely see these flicker flies that are starting to like hesitantly move in closer to you guys. Even the third one is now starting to come near you, and they seem absolutely enthralled with what is in Scratch's hand at the moment.
It's like a string with a series of bells on it, and he's just like hopping around and just gling gling gling. Also very cat-like because he wants to play a bat and just be very cat.
Are you still right behind me?
Yes.
I would like to enhance this performance by trying my minor illusion.
Okay.
Ooh.
I gotta roll spell, hopefully on a 10. Hopefully. Come on. Woo! 17 with fear, unfortunately, but it works. Hey.
Okay.
Hey, Seaborn, take your
Oh, that's right.
Take your thing.
Yes.
You also needed to take it for the previous one, right?
No, I
No, it
rolled
was
with
hope. It was
that was
hope.
hope.
Yeah.
That
It was really
hope,
low.
okay.
It was
It was
just
really
low.
low. I get a little hesitant because I see them buzzing, but I essentially cast this like beautiful like starscape behind Scratch, and it kind of looks like almost like theatrical. This is what Kiku imagined the like theater performance Scratch did earlier at the campfire. So it's
There
kind
we
of this
go.
like spotlights on him, maybe little lights are like twinkling behind the bells just to add this extra like
I love it.
greatest showman type thing going on, but it's very much like, please work, don't hit me, please work.
I love it. Okay, then I need, knowing this, I need Scratch to roll me a presence roll with advantage since you have
Hey.
Kiku's
You got this,
spell.
man.
Okay.
Yep.
Here we go.
So advantage is roll the hope dice twice.
Yes.
and take
Pick
the
which
highest.
one you
And
want.
you
Yeah,
pick which
take the
one you want,
preferable of the
Because
two.
you could crit if
That's not advantage anymore.
they change it again.
Yeah, it's back to the D6.
It is?
That's what I just rolled. I just did a advantage and added a
Ah.
D6 to my roll. It's
Eh.
not.
Darn.
Changed
Alright.
it back. Okay.
Do it as a
Open
D6.
beta.
Open beta!
Open beta!
So you roll your hope and your fear plus a D6 that gets added to whichever one you want it to add it to.
Yeah.
Or add it to the
Yeah,
total.
to
I
the
mean.
roll.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was originally 9 with hope, and with the d6, that brings us to 12 with hope.
Are you adding anything else to this?
I don't have any hope to be able to add my actual showman ability.
Okay.
Didn't have any hope to do it with.
You have hope now.
I
which
now
you
have
can
hope,
use
but
for
that
later.
doesn't help
was
me
it
for the
12?
previous roll. 12.
Okay. So what begins happening is 2 of these flicker flies are going to start moving basically in towards you guys over here. The other one is staying back and is very cautious, is not buying what's going on at all. But the other guys, wherever that bell is going is where their head is going.
If you let us, if you take us to the druids, them can be yours. They can absolutely be yours. I am willing to part with them for passage to the druids, unmolested, if you please.
Why'd you use that word?
If we keep our hands to ourselves, they will keep their hands to themselves. Right?
Right.
Sounds fair.
Rurik, as these 2 are swarming around, you're kind of right next to the stage play that is happening. So I want to know what you're up to with them.
Yeah, okay, Rurik's pretty sharp, but his performance stats aren't quite up to par.
Yeah.
So he is doing the best he can to come up with some kind of like rhyming phrase. Leave us be, don't hurt me. Eat us and you'll see we're not tasty, and that's his way of trying to add to this.
I love it so much. That's
Bravo.
great. So okay. Can I get a presence roll from Rurik, please? Straight.
I was really hoping that the wits would carry me, but presence it is.
No.
I am so terribly sorry. Open beta. For my
Open beta.
previous roll, you had said it was presence, correct?
Yeah.
That would have been +1 to a 13.
13. Okay. You're still a little bit under the DC that you need to
Totally
be making,
fine.
but
Wasn't too sure if that was gonna make or break, but
It went. I mean, that could have been like from Cats the Broadway to Cats the the movie. You know, it was just like kind of teetering right there.
well, I know that's there's a significant difference there for me.
Damn.
With fear.
20 with fear.
Yes.
Okay, 20's good.
Good roll.
Beautiful. Okay.
Ears here.
Fear's here.
GM, I'm so sorry, GM. Should we be putting action tracker tokens in this? Or is this more just role play? Okay.
This is more role play in this moment. Good.
Perfect.
Good looking out. In this moment, however, you said it was a 20, remember, with fear? Is that correct?
20, just 20 straight with fear.
20 with fear. Okay. I'm gonna immediately spend that fear.
Of course you are.
I am, because
or not.
Or so.
Or not.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
So, I would like everyone, I believe. Yeah, everybody's in close range. Can I get everybody to please make me an instinct reaction roll? So basically it's just an instinct roll.
Okay.
But this is it's a reaction to what is happening in this moment.
Using our double die?
Correct, yeah.
Or duality die?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My hope is cocked.
I love the image of we have like cats, like Christmas cats over here with bells, and you have like Michael J. Frog right here just trying to be all like happy and everything.
You
I
said
that
instinct?
Is a 17 with hope for Kiku.
17 passes, and you take a hope.
9 with a hope.
You take a hope, but you have failed this reaction roll.
It is what it is.
Yeah, no worries. Scratch.
I am way too busy trying to keep up the show. I very much fail with a 5 with fear.
5 with oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna come back to you.
I'm
Scratch.
very much
get that Seaborn token. Get that Seaborn token.
Thank you.
All the Seaborn just helping each other out over here. And Tenzin.
That's a 19 with fear.
19 with fear. Okay. Okay.
We're
you pass.
The GM so much.
It's good. It's
roll
no worries,
better,
right?
guys.
In this moment, the group of flicker flies that come over here begin to, some of them being entranced with what's going on and the jingling and like how shiny the bells are and the stars that are now like kaleidoscoping in the sky. You are able to see that 2 of them are just enamored with what's going on, and this third one is like almost puffing itself up, and it looks kind of like when a cat is beginning to do the hairball thing before they go, and this weird almost kaleidoscope of smoke comes out of their mouth. Tuyet, while you were away, we had an instinct roll that I need from you.
Okay.
If you've passed this smoke doesn't take effect. You're able to duck and put cover and cloak over you and not breathe this in. However, I will get to the people who have failed this.
I rolled a 13 with hope.
13 with hope. Okay. 13. It does not succeed. So you do have a hope though, so you may take a hope. If you've failed this roll, you choke a little bit on this smoke that's coming into the area. The sides of your vision begin to kaleidoscope a little bit and tilt and almost Dutch angle in a way. Let's see, that was Scratch, Rurik, and Tuyet were the ones who didn't pass. Is that correct?
I think so.
Okay. For the 3 of you, I'm going to have you please describe to us, how this hallucinatory breath begins to make your adrenaline pump, as you start to envision something that brings you fear.
As the smoke coalesces around and causes this effect, off out of, like, on the peripheral of her vision, Fiat sees a pale creature seem to like flit between the trees, and there are marks. When she turns her head, she thinks she sees marks left behind on the tree, of like an oily substance, and she immediately she had been kind of hovering next to Tenzin, like does a whole darts back actually onto his shoulder and really kind of placing herself, but it's more of she's landed on you before, but this has a lot more weight to it, and it's very much and her eyes are darting everywhere.
Tuyet, are you all right?
There's something, and you
see something other than these creatures? Where?
Her eyes are, you see her scanning everywhere. She's not even putting into words.
I'm trying to look for what it is that Tuyet must see. She is our sharp-eyed ranger, and I'm looking for any other potential threat in the area.
As this is happening, Rorik, what are you seeing?
Yeah, you guys immediately, Tenzin, as you whip around and try to scan the area and see what Tuyet is seeing, you can see Rurik's breath has increased at a rapid rate. As to him, as that gas rolls in, Rurik hears these monotone, rhythmic chantings that surround him, and begins to see that very corruption that we've been fighting against, that darkness begin to eat at him, starting at his feet and moving his way up, taking away his ability to move and run and shout, and it's just this panicked breath from him.
Rurik, do you see it too? Friend, are you alright?
It's everywhere, it's everywhere.
What is...
You see Rurik start to, like, try to light up the surrounding area, like he starts to try to glow radiantly, but I'm not sure how well that works right now.
Okay. And Scratch.
The jingling stops as Scratch kind of freezes and his tail becomes 3 times its size as he hears it at first, the pitter-patter of leather shoes, soft-soled leather shoes in the treetops, in the ferns. And in corners of his eyes, he can see figures with green robes and embossed in fern embroidery on their backs. And he can smell the smell of rot and decay and death. And he hears the cry of his best friend's little sister, and he drops the bells and takes the stress and hides.
Clang, 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 clang.
Scratch, wait, what is going on? And I'm going to get my sword out!
GM, would my arcane sense ping that this is like a magical ability?
Can you roll me a knowledge roll, I believe?
Let's see if I can do that.
Yeah, and I don't know if you have any experience that you would like to use with this?
I'd spend a hope. Can I throw my magic studies up in this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Take a hoe. Put some magic studies. Okay. All right, that's an 18 with hope.
Oh,
Nice.
wow. Okay, yes. Yeah. So
Get that hope back.
you definitely get that hope back. With an 18, you 100% see that this is some kind of illusion that is plaguing their mind.
As everyone's reacting, as Tenzin's pulling,
Where
there's
is
that
the
like,
threat?
there's forever always been this like happy ha 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 to Kiku, and it's like, here's the bells drop, here's everyone stop. The immediate like Tenzin's gone like respectful to like now just worried and sincere. So Kiku kind of stops. Look it, the magical smoke's supposed to make you feel good, not paranoid. Okay, we were nice. Why you being mean?
I put my sword back, but I keep my hand close to the pommel.
I see the magics.
As you say this, there's one that just as the bells like clang to the ground, there's one that darts and is just grabbing a hold of the bells and is trying to like move and take them away.
They're on a string, right, Scratch?
Yes.
Staff sticks them down. Like sticks, not the fly, but the bells.
Yeah.
You can have them.
They're like, Nina.
You can have them when you take the smoke off my friends. Magic smoke's supposed to be good, not bad.
The original deal offered was that they could have them when they take us to the druids without harming us.
All like 3 foot, 4 foot Kiku trying to look as tough as he can.
Yeah.
Let's go, buddy.
I love it, Kiku. I think it's great.
Let's go.
As you guys work together, I think, Tenzin, you realize that this action that Kiku's doing of keeping the bells here is making more of an impression than any words could. And that these little juveniles aren't getting all of the words that you're throwing at them. But they know that this small little ribbit is not allowing them to have the bells that they wanted. And
Kiku
is puffing up in in like a little bit of an intimidating, as much as you can be, intimidating way, and not allowing them to have what they want. The rest of you.
I'm gonna lean down to Kiku.
Oh, learns that. Yes. Okay.
Maybe throw them far that way. They can have them when they go over there.
Okay.
How loudly do you say this?
It's a lift.
Yeah.
Quietly. I mean, I'm sure that if y'all are close, you could hear, but I don't know. You might be very focused on your hallucinations right now. I don't know.
Barely. However, certain aspects of a cat, I'm still gonna be a cat about. Just saying.
Fudge.
We'll get to that when we get to it.
I don't know if you're scared enough. The cat's not going to go chasing after anything if they're scared enough.
That's fair.
That's true.
So the one that's there is trying to take him away, can't take him away. I have it pinned. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach down and remove one bell, if I can. Be like, you want it? Go get it!
I love you so much right now.
Let's go! Double dog dare you! This is such a Sandlot, like...
It's a John Mulaney joke. You want it? Go get it!
Get it!
Street smarts!
As you are preparing to throw this thing, there's our little ribbit. Please make me. Can you either make? Yeah, please make me an agility or presence roll. You can do the agility with advantage.
I will take agility because that's actually a positive stat.
Okay.
With advantage, very kind.
Yes.
Very, very kind. Ooh. Oh, jeez, that's a 10 with hope.
A 10 is good. 10 is good enough. So ting, as you guys throw it, can you like show me which way you're throwing this? Are you throwing it more towards
If everyone is that, it would probably be
the action tracker or more towards the
northwest. Northwest is because it's essentially getting them
okay.
away from all of us.
Yes. This way.
Correct.
Correct. Okay. I love that. Doing this at disadvantage. Definitely. Wow. Okay. As you throw this, the first one zooms off. The next one, just not wanting to have its sibling get the thing that they wanted, runs after. The last one is being a little slower, but is distracted at this moment. The one problem with that is you have 3 friends who are also distracted in this moment.
Just a little.
Yes. So how are you going to... What's the next course of action? They seem distracted right now, but you don't know how long that's going to last.
Is the smoke still in the air?
It's starting to dissipate.
Yeah, can we move?
Could Issa do something?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's go.
With Issa's naturally slightly flaming, the flames usually are brighter when she's like making an attack or something like that, but there's always this little bit of a flame to her. She's gonna just swoop through the smoke to try and clear it.
Nice.
And cause more of a colorful distraction of the group that's trying to look around and
I love. Yes. Perfect. In that case, can I get Tuyet, Rorik, and Scratch to make me that instinct reaction roll again, with advantage? And because this is your second time dealing with it, your DC is lower.
That
An
is
11 with fear, even with all that.
That is a 14 with fear.
Okay.
It's not rolling well.
22 with
nice.
fear.
Oh, God.
I will take all 3 of those fear.
You take your token too, Seaborn.
3. However, all 3 of you passed. So you kind of come to for a moment, and at least there might be a little bit of that lingering in your mind that there might be something else here, but you can focus enough to realize that your friends, these people, are around you right now, and that those flicker flies seem to be distracted.
Hey, let's go.
Yes. Let's go up here.
What the hell was that? Rough off.
I love it.
She grabs a hold of the horns and is like hanging on.
I'm actually gonna do one last distraction. I'm gonna grab the rest of the bells, get low. I'm gonna hop up and I'm gonna hurl the string of bells now completely west to push them even further away.
Okay.
Somebody grab Scratch.
I'm gonna need another agility. Yes, from Kiku.
Advantage again. Do I have advantage again?
Yes.
Oh, yay.
Yes. And Scratch.
Oh.
I need
Sorry.
I need an instinct roll from you.
That is a 23 with fear.
Okay. 23 with fear.
But I love those.
You chuck those way away. This way.
Yeah. Oh, they updated the Seaborn. You can only get
Yep.
fear tokens equal to your level.
Yep.
Oh,
So I gotta start spending those more
yes.
more
Yeah,
readily.
Yes, you do.
so F. Yeah, go for it. Never mind.
What'd you got for your instinct roll there?
My instinct roll is screw it. We'll make it a 14.
14. Okay, good enough. As they begin to move further west at the sound of the other bells and the bright shininess of the other bells, you guys are able to begin to move. There is a moment, Scratch, where you're like, well, I could those were I've had those for so long. And you just feel your like coat get grabbed.
Can I in that sense, as I throw those, see Scratch kind of wandering, that if I can have my illusion slightly still up,
Yes.
I'm gonna make the lights look like a lighthouse, and be like, "Sailor, it's time to come to shore," and I grab him and pull him.
Nice.
Aww.
Excellent.
Aww.
You guys begin
Okay.
It's a laser beam to distract you.
As you guys move away from this area, you hurry as far into this grove as you can, away from these flicker flies. You can hear the little jingling happening as they fight over this little set of bells that you've got. What's the next course of action? You are in lush vegetation, seemingly away from any dangers here, but still no sight of any druids.
The end of our directions, that this is the grove where they reside.
Yeah.
Kiku, do it
Yeah.
again.
Do what again?
You spoke loud to these creatures. Speak loud and try and get the druid's
Oh no,
attention.
that might have been like a once in
But
a decade type thing.
You
that
did
was
so well.
Oh my god, I gotta have some of the good smoke tonight, because holy crap, that was scary.
I think you are a natural born speaker.
Yeah, okay.
Someone must announce us, unless you think we need to be secret.
I mean, but what?
Should we do that after like dinner though?
Oh, food sounds so good.
But if we find the
The
druids,
rest
then
would be really good.
I'm not the most hospitable person on an empty stomach. I don't know about the rest of you.
Scratch gets hangry.
We can
stop getting a little
rest
hangry
before we meet them.
Yeah, can Tuya just flitter over to like a tree or something, and she's just, nothing fancy. She's just gonna close her eyes and think for a second, trying to communicate with it. Just, are we safe here? Can we stay here?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of questions.
Are you using that nature's tongue?
Yeah,
okay.
Just a quick one. Just the base instinct roll version.
Perfect.
Actually, does hope reset at a rest or no?
No, you would have to prepare or do some things in order to be able to gain that during your short rest.
No, I'm asking, do I lose hope during a rest? I don't lose any.
No,
right?
Okay.
No. Okay, then I will go ahead and spend a hope to use because we're in a, I assume this is a natural environment.
This is definitely a natural environment.
I'll spend a hope to be able to use the spellcast to gain the benefits.
Perfect.
So yeah. Oh, well, that's a 24, but with fear.
Okay. Okay. With a 24 with fear, you sort of reach out to a nearby tree. It is massive and old and gnarled, and it seems to have been here for centuries. And as you reach out towards this tree, and speak to it if you are safe. You're not met with words the way other things have been like speaking to you. This tree sort of places a picture and a feeling into your mind. And you see this grove when it was small, when this tree was small, just a sapling. You've seen this area be burned in a fire, in a wildfire, and floods happen, massive pack animals moving into the area over the course of years and years and years. And I think what you get from it is you are as safe here as you would be in any wild.
Okay.
Which can be unsettling in and of itself.
Yes. Fiat's going to look at the others. I believe we are safe, as safe here as if we were hunting in the woods near my home. It is never fully safe, but it is safe-ish.
All
Small
right.
rest.
Small rest or a full sleep? What does everyone need?
I am all right. I do not need much, but I can help.
I'm pretty damn beat.
Yeah, you look at Rurik. He is covered in a coagulated goop. He's bruised all over. He's looking pretty shabby.
Let's take a full sleep. Yes.
I will take a watch then.
Okay. Yeah,
As will I. I am also doing well.
The trees will watch as well. So I think we are all right.
Okay.
She kind of just is still kind of petting the tree. Like,
Yeah.
And Issa has split it up into it and is kind of zooming through its branches. Not setting it on fire. Careful.
Of course. No. You're set. A tiny little candle flame is not going to take a massive
of a creature that actually can control fire.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
With that in mind, our long rest friends.
Yes.
What do we plan on doing? Remember, you can swip. Let's try that one more time.
Whip.
Take two. You can swap out domain cards if you wish to do so. And then you can do two of the following. You can tend to your wounds or an ally's. You can clear stress for you or an ally, I believe. You can repair armor for you or an ally. You can prepare for the next time you are awake, which would be gaining hope. If you do this with more than one party member, it's 2. And then you can also be working on projects if you wish.
I would like
Definitely
to
gonna tend to my HP and fix my armor.
I actually wanted
HP, armor.
I wanted to help Rurik tend to his wounds so he
One
can do
thing,
something else.
we cannot clear each other's stress. The only people who can clear
That's
you
what
can
I
only
was.
clear your
That's
own
what
stress.
I thought.
Yeah, sorry, I might have misunderstood the way. So we
Yeah,
can
no
help with all
worries.
of the other stuff. So, like, for example,
Yeah.
Eric, if you need to clear some stress, let us take care of one of us take care
Your
of one of the
wounds,
other
yeah.
things. So that
Gotcha, and I clear my stress. I can do that.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
would like to tend to Rurik's wounds with one of my actions.
who
Awesome.
else has some stuff going on? How is everybody else?
I got a little bit of everything. I can tend to HP and stress. I think Kiku's gonna finally let everyone know that he's not supposed to have this, but he snuck some of the good smoke from back home. And he's gonna get some food and he's gonna zen.
I think it's hilarious.
He was told it was the bad stuff, but one of his friends told it's the good.
Me as the player
So
appreciates this.
How bad is Kiku's armor?
Just 2 hits.
Okay.
And
what
So I
about
can clear
Scratch?
all.
Scratch's armor is he's 5 out of 6 slots down.
Ooh, yeah.
He's got to
Yeah,
fix his
that
armor.
needs to happen.
That needs
Yeah,
to happen.
so
He's got 1 hit point down and 1 stress down.
what if
Okay.
Okay, just
The
a thought
armor's
for
changed.
story purposes.
Sure.
Tenzin, what if Tenzin handles armor, at least for Scratch and Rurik? Rurik, you're gonna handle your own stress and your own health, right?
My own stress and my own armor.
Oh. Okay.
Tenzin's gonna help me with my health, and that's everything I need taken care of.
Okay. My thought was Tenzin could help the other people with the armor. Tuyet can help you with health because we've already established Issa has done that kind of stuff anyway.
Oh yeah, the healing. Yeah.
So
Okay.
just story purposes, I'm going that route. So yeah, Tuyet will help gather, and then Tuyet will sit with Rurik and Issa and try to heal that kind of stuff. If
I love that.
Now,
So
I
that's-
have a request.
Sure.
I would like to use my second downtime thing to work on a project, but it requires help. So I don't know how that would work because I
still have one thing available.
that's exactly who I needed help from.
Perfect.
You said that I asked you earlier if you would help me learn how to listen to plants. Do you think tonight might be a good time for you to teach me once we have helped everyone else and taken care of ourselves?
Okay, here's where this becomes a game rules question. That's because of one of my domain effects. So if you want to swap out that domain effect, we could just do it roleplay. Is that what you're asking? Or
I mean, I want to work on the project, and however Shauna wants to make that
I see.
mechanically work, I just think it's something that
You could be
Tenzin would like
building-
to try and do. Yeah, I could be building this skill, and maybe when I go up a level, I might have the opportunity to take something like that. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, or it
Got
could become an experience.
So yeah, anything like that. Yeah.
Okay, understood. So it might not manifest the same way.
not
But-
expecting it to manifest anytime soon
Yeah.
either. Yeah.
I just want to make sure everybody's taking care of health, armor, that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So we know Rurik is taking care of health, stress, and armor.
Yes. Yep.
Scratch, I will help you work on your armor.
So Scratch is health and armor, and stress is all now taken care of. Yes.
Will that lead? So you're not working on the project, Tenzin?
I am working on the project. I'm going to help you. I get to do 2 things. I'm working on your armor, and I am working on the project.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Tuyet or Issa is going to help Rurik with his health.
Gotcha.
But then we still have Kiku with
Kiku's zoning out.
health, stress, and armor issues. Correct?
What? Just stress, right?
You're muted.
Go one more time.
Armor only has 2 hits. I have 4 more to go. HP and stress is gone once I zone, so that's totally easy.
Okay, so right now I have you just dealing with stress, so you do technically have another option open if you wanted to, Kiku.
No. HP and stress.
Oh, HP is what you chose. Got it.
HP, stress, armor. I'm just gonna take the 2 hits and keep
Got it.
4 open because I think HP and stress is more important than armor.
Okay, sounds good.
Also,
I
just
like
the
it.
idea of just like full on, like I'm healing by having my food and having some good
And
smoke,
having a
you know,
pipe,
it's just like-
yeah. Man, Tenzin's kind of looking over at you like, so, next time I have extra time, I am going to try some of that weed with Kiku. Yes.
Wait, it's called good smoke. Wait, what's weed? Oh my god, is this?
it
It's
is-
like a little like, like introspective of it about it.
This is me, Joe,
Leaf.
realizing that I said weed and that means a thing in this actual world. I meant like
Leaf.
you know,
Leaf.
yeah, like exactly,
Yeah.
like a leaf,
a
like
log
old
bottom
Toby,
leaf.
like exactly. The
Good-
grass,
good
whatever
smoke.
the tobacco leaf, whatever the thing is.
we
smoke.
got you, Joe.
The good smoke. That's what
The
that's
good
all
smoke,
Kiku knows it
yes.
as. The good smoke.
Yes.
Good smoke.
I like it.
Yeah, sure. And then
once we're done with that, I guess,
Yeah.
unless somebody wants to do more with it, once Rurik is settled and Issa kind of does that thing where she's done it to help with stress, she's done it to help with healing, just to kind of act as that, purring phoenix on your chest kind of thing. Has settled under Rurik's chest, just, under his chin, just kind of snuggled. Tuyet's going to go over to the tree and place her hand again on it, and will just kind of prop herself up on the lowest branch she can find, just head against the tree, eyes shut, almost very introspective in that moment. But
am I
you
coming
can see
over
her
to watch, or is this a private thing?
No, I'm giving you an opening.
Okay.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
You would have gotten. Hang on.
Sorry.
You see behind her lids, her eyes moving as if there's more going on. It's not like she's sleeping. It's not anything like that. It's almost like, when you're having a conversation with somebody and, they're clearly awake, but their eyes are shut. It's that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all. Just settled.
Tenzin, you notice Tuya go over and be within this nearly trance-like moment.
So I see her eyes be in this kind of trance place. I'm uncertain. I'm just gonna put my hand on the tree and sit and breathe slowly and listen, like when I spoke to the mud spirit, or when I listened to the stories of our history, my ancestors of home. Like when I watch my son play, just aware and taking it in. When I watch the snowfall and the snow sprites glimmer within it and the fire crackling, I will just be aware, like I am with those things.
Can I get a knowledge roll from Tenzin?
That's a 10 with fear.
Okay.
Oh, so much fear.
Yeah.
I'm pretty afraid because Tuya didn't give any instructions, didn't help me, didn't say, hey, come here and do this. She just kind of went over and started doing it. And I'm like, okay, am I doing this with you? Or what am I supposed to do? I don't know. So he's pretty afraid.
As you sit beneath this tree below where Tuyet has been propped up, trying to move into that spot, I think what actually occurs is there's a moment where you start just trying to ground in a way and be open and susceptible to anything if nature were to reach out. And in doing this, you think of the mountain and the experiences you know, and your home, and the snow, and your son, and your home. And I think that there's almost a moment, a little moment in your head of like a sense of worry. I hope they're okay. I hope that everyone there is okay. you kind of have to tell yourself the elders are there. There's plenty of other capable people within your community that can handle it. But I think it almost makes you just a little bit homesick in this moment.
After a few moments, probably longer than that, Issa's just gonna foot down, land on Tenzin's shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
It is not something that is taught, per se. You have to listen. And hear.
Everything I know has been taught. The idea of something not being taught is strange to me. I will try.
I do not mean... You are not taught to speak or walk. You were allowed to try. And fail.
I see. That is very clear, thank you.
The world, it speaks. You must be willing to listen, I guess, is more what it is. Most do not want to. Sometimes it speaks too quietly, or says things you do not want to hear. But it always speaks. It is very noisy.
Thank you for your wise guidance. I will try again.
She looks up at the tree. I did not mean you. You are old and wise, and know when to sing and when to be quiet. And she just looks back at Tenzin.
Great tree, ancient elder. I have never been to a place such as this before. The plants where I come from are low to the ground and of a different sort of hardiness to survive through cold, harsh winters in the taiga and the tundra, and you are lush and verdant and of a very different breed than I am familiar. Perhaps you are speaking to me and I just do not understand your tongue. And I'm just going to watch. I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to look at the bark, and I'm going to look so closely until I start to see the little ants and little bugs crawling and finding its way into little holes that have made their home in this tree, and see the leaves move in the breeze, and look up and see birds and the nests that they have put in there, and see a squirrel quickly jump and skitter from one branch to another. You are full of life. You are indeed a wise elder. There are many creatures that call you father or mother or parent. I'm gonna look to Tuyet and kind of, am I sort of doing it right?
You are saying lots of words.
You must listen. They do not speak all the words like that. Here. And she takes Tinzin's hand and puts Tinzin's hand up on the bark. Do you feel?
It's rough against your hand. Just an old bark to it. But somewhat warm.
I think I'm just gonna sit there quiet for a long minute. As a warrior, I have experience with long meditations. So I think somewhere between a half an hour and an hour, I would be able to keep a meditation just sitting there under the tree.
Yeah. I think that you sit underneath this tree, meditating, observing, and trying to gauge and understand patterns as you know them, as a beginning step to understanding this. And I think that as we see you look up into the tree, the camera sort of moves past that, and we see the sky dotted with stars, and the camera slides over to Kiku, who is, I'm imagining, gazing up at these stars. What are you thinking about, Kiku?
Actually, I was gonna ask for a kind of cut like this. You teed me up beautifully.
See, it's like you know what I'm doing.
So Kiku's sitting there, and it's that relaxation, and it's just like blowing smoke every so often, just looking at the stars. And I take it most of it is food's in the belly, happy, just sitting, relaxing, thinking of all the craziness of the day, of oozes and caves and stuff and blah, and just all that, but also protecting the ones that have protected them this whole way, the ones that have taught him this whole way. How out of nowhere that like confidence showed up, and it's like, is that a one-time thing? Is that gonna happen again? Do I want it to happen again? And it's like this like little this back and forth, and I imagine that in this like somewhat medicated but somewhat like very relaxed just state of mind, whether or not the constellation that Tako pointed out to them is in the sky or not, I take it that Kiku is sitting there, and as Issa's kind of flying back and forth, Kiku thinks he sees the Flamebird constellation come to life and go across his vision. Passion. That's what Tako said that is. And I'm going to protect these people. Yeah. And he's going to just full on frog nap backwards.
As he just sort of like moves into a state of just satiated goodness. You guys all are, oh yes, yeah, let's move to Scratch, and then we'll take our long rest.
Scratch is gonna eat some food and probably dig into his bag of his reserves of like canned tuna and be like, I deserve a treat. And tuna for hit points. And then he's just before Kiku goes to like fall back and fall asleep. Scratch before that moment tried to go to sleep and couldn't. He's still like his ears are ringing from the fear cloud that had happened, and so he took some cotton balls into some seashells and stuffed them in there so he could put them in his ears so he has the calming waves. to rock him to sleep, and it's just not doing it for him. And just before Kiku falls back, Scratch kind of slides in behind him, so he has a soft something to fall into.
Oh,
because he's like, I need friend, come here. Okay, now I can sleep.
Scratch's big spoon.
I love it.
That's so
You're
cute.
able to curl around your rotund little friend
Oh
here.
my god, I like so
as
much.
this ribbit just kind of goes and pancakes
Chibi
out
version
a
of
little
this, you've got the cinnamon roll cat with the little round frog in the middle.
bit. Yep.
That's what we're doing. That's where we're at.
That's so cute.
As you guys begin and finish up your long rest, you're able to get what feels like a well-needed sleep. A sleep that comes to you far too quickly and keeps you in this deep darkness that you, I think it would be Tuyet, maybe Tenzin, are probably the only ones that hear a twig snap. Not really close by, but relatively close, moving in your vicinity in the morning.
Briette will tap Tenzin just to make sure he heard it as well. And then she is going to start to quietly move towards that sound with a gesture of like, wait, and using her Lightfoot abilities is going to try to get a closer look at what we're dealing with.
Tenzin is going to go around another direction.
Perfect. Tuyet, with your Lightfoot abilities, does it give you a modifier, or how does that work?
It says your movement is naturally silent. You have advantage on rolls to move without being heard.
Perfect. I would like a finesse roll with advantage then, please.
Okay.
Tenzin, you're going to give me a finesse roll. Straight.
That is an 18 with fear.
Okay.
I cannot roll for hope.
This is finesse.
Finesse. Dun, 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 dun. I'm so excited for this.
It's 11 with fear.
11 with fear. Guys. All right. Yeah. In that case. Definitely in that case. I gotta move some stuff. Please hold. Other
gestured for wait.
Yep.
Apparently that triggered a thing, and since that's triggering a thing and it's about that time, while you set up, should we go to break?
I've got a moment, but yes.
Okay.
So here's what we're gonna do. Are you ready? That's fantastic, actually. Can I, Tenzin, I'm sure a 20 hits you?
Yeah.
Boy.
Perfect. You just take 2 points of magical damage.
Okay, it's a minor.
As something comes around, clocks you behind the head. You feel something hit the back of your head and ring your head for a second. And you just hear, "What are you doing here? Answer me."
We came to
to seek help. The corruption, we wish to end it. We were told you could help.
Corruption?
Yes. Something is making the plants and animals wrong.
We? And I think what happens is this figure turns a little too late and makes eye contact with Tuyet, who is behind them. Looks at Tuyet and goes, "Hi! It's been a while!" And that is where we're going to take our break.
All right. GM, whose actually faces what?
Friends, geeks.
No idea.
We're gonna find out.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Oh, I think I know who this is.
Please, we're gonna take just a few minute break. Come back. We're gonna find out who this mysterious figure is, and get into it. See you soon.
Greetings! My name's Rurik, and I come from a dangerous and ancient line of dwarves, sworn to order and control. As a seraph, I've taken a vow to a god that helps me channel sacred arcane power to keep my party on their feet. I may not know where fate will guide me now, but by the time the earth takes me, they'll be singing my story across the world.
Hello. The name's Scratch. I'm a swashbuckling seaborn Qatari with a devil-may-care attitude. As a rogue, I've experience with sidestepping the law, dealing with the underbelly of a city, preferring to move quickly and fight quietly. Which, if you aren't careful, can get you in a load of trouble, banished from your home and left to wander the seas. But where's life without a little bit of risk?
I'm Tuyet Frostmart, a wild-born fairy ranger. As a ranger, my keen eyes and graceful haste make me indispensable in tracking down enemies and navigating the wilds with my companion, a phoenix named Issa. My rebelliously positive attitude may seem naive or innocent at times, but it is founded in the knowledge that sorrow is inevitable, but joy is worth the choice.
Hi! I'm Kiku, a seaborn rivet. As a newly discovered sorcerer, I'm formed and shaped by the will of the arcane, and learning how to wield that power to get what I want. Not sure what that is yet, but my first teacher set me on a path of understanding. Now, with my love of the stars, I set out to discover what this world has to offer, and I hope it's a lot.
Hi, the name's Radani, aka Rain. I'm a daemon wanderborn. As a druid, I am a force of nature, preserving the balance of life and death by channeling the wilds themselves through me. I will act as nature's voice and be their steward. Right after this nap.
I am Tenzin, a fawn from the tall snowy peaks at the crown of the world. As a warrior, I run into battle without hesitation or caution, knowing I can strike down whatever enemy may stand in my path. I've been trained to keep focused even amidst the most chaotic of storms, and I've personally sworn to protect the innocent, ensuring that what happened to my son will never again happen to any child on my watch.
Welcome back, geeks. Good to have you here around this table with us, the proverbial table, the metaphorical table, as it were, playing Daggerheart Open Beta, where we last left off. Open Beta. Where we last left off, this colorful cast of characters have made it into the grove where they know these druids reside. They dealt with some flicker flies and were able to find a little bit of a short rest, helping each other out, making sure that everybody is set and ready to go, when a figure had found them early in the morning. Tenzin got clocked by this figure on the back of the head before they turn around to look at Tuyet, recognizing Tuyet. My gosh, it's been so long. You see a lithe female daemon character. She is she has sort of this almost teal looking skin, horns that come up and around her head, sitting almost like the way a crown of flowers would, and this sort of pinky purple wavy hair that comes down a little past her shoulder. The clothing is linens and natural fibers that have been dyed like a deep burgundy color, and she has a pack on her and a short staff in her hands. That is what she clocked with Tenzin with. Hi.
What are you doing here? Why?
Oh, well, I've been helping out the Circle of the Serene Horizon for a little while. What are you doing here?
We are here to seek their help for corruption. That is... Tenzin, this is a friend.
We have met.
Right.
Hi. Sorry.
I appreciate wanting to keep your people safe. Good day. I'm glad the two of you know each other. There are more of us. It is still morning. They still sleep, perhaps, or are just now waking.
All right.
Shall I rouse them?
But please. I mean, if
you look over and Kiku has like taken Scratch's tail and is using it as like a front body pillow. And is like full on little spooning it up.
Yeah, it's absolutely twitching every once in a while.
So cute.
Slap in the face. Slap in the face.
Yeah. If you, I mean, that looks great, but yeah, you should probably wake them.
I'm going to go over to Rurik first. Wake up. We have company, I think, a druid to take us into the circle. They know Tuyet.
Right now?
Yes.
I'm in my PJs.
Well, we can take time to get dressed, I'm certain.
In front of company?
Oh, there are bushes and trees and things, friend. How did you get undressed in the first place? Come now.
He like looks sheepishly down at himself and then off towards Radani. Just a little different with new folk around. You know, there's like a certain decorum.
I understand. Yes. Is everything okay? I saw some timeout hands.
YouTube is doing the green screen again.
Oh no!
Lame.
Are you
Cool,
recording
love
it?
that. I am recording it.
Okay,
So.
then we will be putting this up as a second section. Friends, if you're over on YouTube, you might want to head over to Twitch because, you know, visuals is good.
Sorry.
Okay.
As this happens.
Anyway.
Ooh, hi. Okay.
You figure out how you would like to get dressed. I am going to go wake the other two. Kiku and Scratch, I'm gonna like gentle hands pressing down one on each like shoulder, like on Kiku's shoulder and Scratch's shoulder, just a gentle press. And then if they don't rouse, then just a little, not like a zhigga zhigga, but like a little
rock. Like a little rock.
Yeah. Okay.
If it's not my watch, and if there's no
little
food
pats.
involved, then
we have company.
Wait, what? Good, bad.
Good company. A friend of Tuyet's is a druid.
If it's good, 5 more minutes, okay? Yeah. Wait, friends, what?
Yes, a friend of Tuyet is a druid here.
Druid? We found the druids?
I believe so, yes. We must get dressed and go.
Oh, fine.
Bounce up.
Fine. That was right on my stomach.
Ooh, sorry. What?
Cool. Fun. Alright. And I'll get up and shake off, and he just sleeps in, like, cabin boy shorts, and that's it. All fluff.
Just
all the fluff. And he'll get up, shake himself off, and go get dressed, and then start probably cooking.
Perfect. As you guys begin to rouse and get dressed, this new druid is like going around and picking up pine cones within around this area, while also talking to Tuyet. So how long have you been away from your home? I mean, I thought you were there for like quite some time.
Just a few. She tries to think like time. Not a full season, so not too long. We've sort of the plants, they ask for help, so we come and we're here. They are harmed, corrupted, ill.
Oh no.
It is harming the people as well, who use them for food, and it is harming the animals. It is. Have you not seen it?
I mean, I've mostly been here for quite a few weeks now, so there hasn't been any issue that I've noticed. She sort of moves over towards one of the bushes that's nearby and like picks some of the berries, inspecting them really closely before like placing them in sort of like this almost cheesecloth sort of bag. No, I mean, it seems okay here. What are you noticing?
And she's gonna start to describe the scrolling back in notes for specifics. That's not how you do that. She starts to describe just the how the color seemed to have drained from a lot of the plants when we were moving through the farmland. And that the bushes had become like dark and black, and describes that the seeping goo that came out of the creatures that we killed, and how it would it seemed to corrupt them from the inside out, kind of. And it drove and she's kind of helping to pick up the pine cones and things as well. She kind of, I assume, knows what
her friend is looking for, and
Mhm.
starts to guide them back towards the group so that the group can jump in and add more.
Yeah.
But it's all very short and clipped and precise. And as they get near, the plants, they called out for help, and yet another voice says that it's hungry, and the creatures seemed hungry.
Another voice. So it doesn't seem like it's coming from them.
Like as if it is possessed, but
Ooh.
it is not my area. None of us. So we came seeking help.
Well, I'm sure that the circle of the serene horizon can help.
Why are you here and not?
Well, I have, you know me, I get a little bit of a wild itch, and I just need to know what else is out there. And it led me to this druid circle, which is incredible. They've been so nice and accommodating, and of course, since I've been staying with them for a little bit of time, I've been trying to help out in any way that I can, gathering and whatnot, getting them ready for winter. Although I don't know if this grove actually sees winter. That would be a question.
Have you spoken to the grandfather tree? And she gestures at the top.
I have.
Yes.
You can totally see these two, like, they have a bit of a banter with each other where they're almost finishing each other's sentences at this point.
The visions, they are not. Tenzin is trying to learn, and I keep waiting for him to see something that he does not know.
Oh, which ones?
She points towards the one you hit on the head. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I just was trying to, keep the place safe.
This is all of us. By this time, I assume.
Yes.
You've probably heard them talking as they've circled the camp, trying to give Rurik at least privacy to change.
I probably have by now, yeah.
Yeah.
This is Rurik and Scratch and Kiku, and you've already met Tenzin.
We don't know your name.
Oh, my name is Radani.
I am sorry.
Radani.
Forgot.
Yes.
My pronouns are he, him, and yours are
she, her. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So as I'm understanding this, there's an area that has been corrupted and has corrupted the plants, but also the animals, which I was thinking it was kind of like a magical sort of blight, but then if it was a magical blight, how is that affecting the animals? So, but if you definitely heard, and she looks over at Tuyet, if you definitely heard two voices, I mean, that doesn't seem like these things they've got all their wits about it, you know?
No. It seems, she looks to the others, like trying to search for the right way to explain things, and they are sick, or they cannot. It spreads.
It's like a disease that burrows itself in deep. It's like it changes you fundamentally deep down. Like it makes you do things you don't want to do, act ways you don't want to act.
Or grow ways you don't want to grow.
Right. Well, and if this is some poor town's livelihood, I can see why that's a problem. All right, if you'll follow me, I'll lead you in. If you are friends of Tuyets and Isis, then I suppose you're welcome here, as long as, just don't go too crazy.
Thank you, Miss Rodani.
Yeah, let's go. You can see, like, as she says this, like, don't go too crazy. There is a full-on, like, introspective moment that she has, thinking back to a moment where things got crazy, before she kind of shakes her head a little bit and moves you guys in towards the circle. The circle actually sits a very small community, a very small community of druids who some sleep within tents and whatnot around the area, but within the center, kind of acting as almost like a courtyard or a central hub to where all these tents and the people, the druids, can meet and convene, is these massive, beautiful standing stones, covered in ornate writings and moss and lichen that overgrows in spots, but these stones sit at all different heights, and there are a few of these druids already sitting within the center of these standing stones, sitting down within the sort of ground cover that is in the center of this circle. They're conversing with each other as you guys move up. Rodani looks and goes, excuse me, High Priestess. And you see this elven woman look over, stop her conversation, look over. She is in that same, like, natural fibers, much more ornate, and there's black work stitching around the sides and things. She has like a massive staff that has crystals hanging from it and whatnot. She stands up as you guys enter. I'm sorry to interrupt. These are this is Tuyet. She's a friend of mine, and Issa is her companion. And then these are her traveling companions. They are seeking help from the circle. And as you cast the exposition here, along with Radani's help, the High Priestess looks to all of you and says, yes, a corruption. It must be taken care of. We need a druid to go and see that this corruption is no more within or around this town. I don't know if we have enough information as to how it begins, but perhaps that's within what you can find. Within the plant itself. Erdani kind of looks hesitantly around and goes, "You mean they're gonna have to open up the plant? Won't that I mean, that could possibly really injure any sort of plant or tree." This sage woman goes, "I find that nature will be as resilient as it needs to be." You say you're friends with these people. I mean, she mostly points at Tuyet, but goes, "Yes?" Then you should go with them. I don't know if I can deal with a massive corruption that is taking over a town, and it's torture. And you can see she's starting to like fold in.
We're gonna need someone, and as much as we've been able to help on getting here, we're not enough alone.
And she's sort of trying to think and nod, trying to psych herself out, really, to do this. And the high priestess looks and goes, "If this is happening to some small town, it could be happening to other places as well."
We have seen signs of corruption on the way here, outside of the village.
How close?
How close to the village, or how close to here?
How close to here?
Before the jumping fish area, jumping fish rock thing.
On the other side of the river?
On the other side of the river.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, it could be corrupting other parts of this land. Even within the water, maybe?
I mean, it affected the giant boar thing that attacked us, so it's getting into animals, which means it's probably spreading pretty quickly.
I see. It seems like we'll need to send quite a few of us out.
GM question.
Yes.
I got fucked up by that boar. Are there any remaining marks and signs and evidence of what fucked me up?
I love this idea. Yeah, there's definitely there's definitely marks and like gore marks that have been slowly healing over. You've obviously been tending to these things, but I'm sure that it is scabbed and starting to scar in places.
With that kind of thought of, well, I really didn't like that bull. And speaking of that bull, it messed me up. Realizing there's a person of authority in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
It really messed me up. And it really gouged my side, and he'll lift up. He'll take off the breastplate of his leather armor and lift up his shirt and show kind of where the tusks and shit gouged him.
Mm-hmm. The high priestess, as well as a few other druids, move over to sort of inspect these wounds. I see. seems as though it hasn't affected you, which is a good sign.
We thought that it seems to take time. Like, more exposure does more harm.
I see.
So perhaps just mild exposure is alright.
I see.
I remember it. Something tried to take hold and didn't during that fight. So.
The high priestess sort of nods, taking all of this in, and said,
Oh no!
Oh no!
Joe, is the stream frozen?
No.
Or are we good?
I'm refreshing. It
Okay.
just seems
I
like
was frozen.
No, the stream. I'm looking at Twitch.
Got
Oh,
you.
there
And
it goes.
got frozen.
Yeah.
Nope.
My
Now it's frozen again.
my internet
There we
connection
go.
is unstable, and everything's coming off of my Wi-Fi.
Hey, guys, this is
Hey.
why
We're live.
Live is a thing.
Live. I'm gonna do us a favor then, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm not taking up too much going on
Bandwidth?
here. Yeah. Only the stuff I need, you know?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still spinning. Now it's there we go. Maybe when I click out, it's
No worries.
I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to help by keeping an eye on it. And
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, am too. I was just also very involved in
This,
seed.
yeah, this,
it works out. One of us is hopefully paying attention.
yes.
100%.
This high priestess looks at the lot of you and goes, yes, and moves to what seems like their living situation and gets in a very old leather pack and pulls out a small vial like this, and it has sort of a clear liquid within it, and that sort of shines when the sun immediately hits onto it. She hands it to Radani and says, these people need your help. This might help your situation in dealing with this corruption. It is, use it to heal if you need to. This is what's left of what I have, but it comes from the purest water within all of Everdawn. And if this is spreading, I might need to send more druids to get more. But you now have your quest, little one. And she sort of almost pats her on the head. This is not a child, but she's definitely treating her almost in a childlike manner. As Radani takes the vial, places it in her pack, she steps back towards the lot of you and goes, we will do what we can. We'll deal with this corruption and take care of this small town. And looks to the rest of you for like assurance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yeah, just grins at her friend.
Okay.
We will be happy for a 6th, or looks over at Issa, 7th.
Right.
Issa
not
goes
fear.
and lands on Kiku's head. Just
I love it.
fluffs.
fluffs up a little bit.
Do not fear, High Priestess. I know we can handle this. And I think we're going to smash cut to you being back within Willowbrook. You've made it back to the town. Now, seeing this town, a lot of the trade has slowed. A lot of the people are asking for more gold for the food and things that are coming around, because it is beginning to look a little scarce. This group of townsfolk are starting to try and trade as much as they can with each other, but you can see when you were first within Willowbrook, there were carts and boxes and crates within the town square. That's lessened quite a bit as you guys begin to move towards the town. Do yet?
I was just thinking we never got a chance to ask the druid any questions or anything.
Oh, feel free.
It was kind of like we smashed cut, and then I was like, oh, okay. But no, it's
you can. Yeah. How about this? You can always go, what did I remember when I asked the druid this thing? And I'll let you have it.
Fair enough. I know. Yeah. Sorry. Had a question, and then my brain, I was like, hey, but, and then brain froze.
No worries. Hold on to it. It might come in handy.
If it comes back around.
As you guys notice this within the town, you're also noticing the town is a little more solemn. This is a time of harvest. This is supposed to be a time of joy and of food and company, and that seems to have soured a bit. Could you take me to the orchard, if you know where this is happening?
Yes, let us introduce you to the mayor of the town, who first showed us the corruption, and he can take us where we need to go. Yes?
Out of curiosity, did we get magically brought back here, or did we like travel? Because we would have traveled.
No,
through
you
orchard.
Traveled. Yeah.
Then we would have traveled through the orchard, wouldn't we?
Get into town?
It's kind of off a little bit.
Oh,
it's not on that main road. So you haven't gone into the town yet, so you could still skirt and go around to the orchard, or you could go inside the town.
It was the herbalist that sent us, right?
The herbalist. Yes. Sorry, not the mayor. The herbalist.
Yes.
I don't take notes. I run tech. Sorry. Thanks for fixing me.
You're good. You're good. All right. I don't mind meeting this person, or we could get straight to work.
If you know what to do, perhaps we just go straight to work then.
Well, it might be a fair idea to go talk to the herbalist, see what has changed since we've been away.
And so he knows that we're here trying to fix the problem.
On the nosy.
Okay. As you bring this new companion in to see Greenbow, Greenbow's wares, a lot of the things that are in here are
I have a question.
Alive. Yes.
Because we did a lot of traveling.
Yes.
Can I say that we got enough long rest to like go back to like a healthy place, or are we still where we're at? Sure. So we can like heal our stress,
I would
points.
With that, I would love, and this is just because it amuses the heck out of me. I would love if at one point one of those trips there was a point where Tuyet took Kiku's armor that had just those small cracks and stuff, because it was only 2 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, like maybe another night when he's sharing the plant with, I forget what you called it, the leaf with Tinson and
the
whoever
good
else.
smoke.
The good smoke.
Yeah, when a few of them are sharing the good smoke, Tiet takes that armor off, like away, and using mud and tree sap and a whole bunch of just plant stuff, and probably with a little bit of help from Radani just because of the magic of it, and a little help from Issa of like hardening it with the magical flame that Issa produces, has now, instead of his normal armor, is now all these like very kind of they're all natural colors, but they're all very colorful. Think what's it called, you know, when you use gold to fix cracks?
Yeah.
It's that, but it's all plant
But with,
stuff.
I love it.
To reinforce the armor.
I love it.
And
I love that. That's very
she would
cool.
have used multiple
Kitsugi?
times. Yeah. His was the only one. His was the only one that was still broken, and it was only minorly broken. So I think it's cool. Yeah. So
you definitely
now there's like
have
all these. There's all these different
have...
greens and stuff going through the armor, and
beautiful.
This like very
gorgeous
kind of blend of, you know, where we have been. Yeah,
I love that. That's great.
That's it.
Yeah, you guys have definitely moved through
cool.
this
Weird
area.
armor.
So and have traversed for quite some time, that you would be able to be all set on health and stress and whatnot.
Yeah,
as
buddy.
you've moved into the Greenbow's shop, everything in here isn't necessarily live plants much anymore. There's dried plants. There's things that are hanging, that bundles that have been made and whatnot, but not too many of these live plants. And Greenbow explains to you, it seems to be coming from one main tree, or in it, or around it. It's kind of sprouting out and cracking through the tree, but it is starting to take effect on some of the other trees within the area. So we haven't been taking any of the fruit in case it's not safe.
Well, let us go take care of it. Yes?
I agree.
I would hope so. Please.
Radani?
Yeah.
We have traveled with each other for days, and we have seen what you can do, and you are more than capable of taking care of this.
Thank you. I'll certainly try. Where is this tree?
Thought we were right there. Sorry.
That way.
As you guys move around,
we'll start to flit off to lead the direction.
Love it. As you guys move out into the orchard, you can move over to roll 20. As what you see. Oh, first off, I should do this. What you see as you move forward with each other. And now with a Radani with you.
Woo!
Yeah, woo! You're able to move in towards these trees. Some of them are looking sort of wilted and yellowed, and some aren't bearing much fruit at all, and what fruit has been given has like fallen and soured on the ground. And Radani is going to move up towards the tree that looks almost like it has these weird vines coming in from inside the trunk, cracking through the trunk and going around it, almost like it's strangling it. She moves up towards it. to try and figure out what is happening with this tree. And yeah, I totally will spend the fear to one of these vines that is around, grabs a hold and latches onto her hand. And she goes, easy, easy, uh, and begins to try and move back away from you guys. And as she begins to pull away, out from the tree cracks open this massive form, a vine-like being that has been strangling and covering over this tree, making sure it no longer does what it should. As it opens what looks like this massive mouth, giant thorns that have become teeth, and a long sort of vined tongue that is now around and digging into Radani's arm. She goes, help, help.
With that help,
Yeah, own it.
Let's go Scratch first.
With that help, Scratch is gonna hop in since she is in melee with this creature. I will have my sneak attack. Thank you very much. And I'm going to sneak attack. Before you use your sneak attack, you can also spend a number of hope. So let's see if I hit first. Whether or not I use my sneak attack damage. So let's see.
You might as well use that +1 from that Seaborn Fear.
Heck yeah.
Already used.
Oh, already used. Okay. Let's go.
Oh,
I'm gonna move your.
So close to being a crit. It is with fear, so I will now take the Seaborn Dealio.
Okay. Hand it right back to me.
Plus 17 to hit.
17 is its difficulty class. You found it right on the dot.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Nice.
So now I will spend a hope for an extra sneak attack die.
Let's go.
Alright. So, and then that's going to be a D8 plus my 2D6. Alright. So that's going to be 15 points of damage.
15.
15.
Whoa! I like
Big
15.
hit, Scratch.
I will take it. Oh, I got a new thing and I should have done that instead to make it vulnerable first. I'll do it next turn.
You'll do it next time. You got it. 15 is a minor, just under its major.
Gross.
Cool. You rolled with fear.
Correct.
So my corrupted creeper is gonna go. It is going to, with one of the other like little tendrils and vines and stuff, is gonna come out and try and whack you, Scratch.
Okay.
13 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. You're gonna be taking. Woof. I can't count. The 12 points of physical damage.
Okay.
Whack!
Still puts it in my major threshold. You said it was, how much? 17?
12.
12.
12.
12 to 12. Actually, yeah. So I'll do 1 armor slot to get it into a minor.
Perfect. That's the DM's go. Back to you guys.
All right. I'm going to fire at it with my bow. Psh.
Love it.
Nice.
Both of you get in there. Let's see.
You tell them, Dice. Come on.
11 with fear.
11 with fear. 11 does not hit.
Okay.
It hits into one of the sides of the massive trunk almost of this vine, and as it hits in, you notice it hits in, and you're like, oh, I got it, and it just opens, and you notice it's got another mouth, and then another mouth, and then another mouth. These smaller little openings that have moved in from being just thorn and bramble into being a maw. You take the stress.
I can do more damage close up. I take the stress, put my bow back. I'm going to use my fawn ability to leap, get right there with him. Will someone put an action tracker down for me, please? I cannot reach it. And
nice.
I'm gonna just start wailing with my longsword. May I try and do that action, or can I not because I already shot?
You've already shot.
And
so
before you take off, and you're about to do some badass like leaping, can I tag team with Tenzin to get them there and do some dope ass shit?
Works.
Love that.
So as you go up, it's like, all right, this might hurt a bit, but I'm gonna do this weird thing. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna lay my staff like it's gonna look like I'm like trying to do a weird like yoga workout. So I'll put my staff on my hind feet, and when you jump, I'm gonna use the kick and the staff to push Tenzin higher and like faster to get more elevation to come down and slash. Hopefully.
Yeah. Can I come down and slash?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Kiku's giving this to you, and you guys are tag teaming, right? So are
tag
you
team? I'm gonna give up the 3 hope to initiate the tag team.
Thanks, Kiku.
You get to roll on this as well. So
right, I'm expending that one Seaborn to add a little extra oomph to this push.
As you push off with your staff, it naturally pushes a little bit more, and you move it in such a way.
DM, may I add a little extra to this?
Yeah, please.
Would you allow, as I'm doing this, to use my magic to help push, so I can use my magic studies as an extra? I'll expend my last hope. I'll give 4 hopes to this tag team if I'm allowed to use this.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
So I can add a little extra to my my roll.
I love it. Go ahead and Tenzin roll to attack, and Kiku roll to attack.
15 with hope.
15 with hope. Okay. Kiku?
Go Kiku.
It's a 20 with fear.
So which one do you guys want to use?
I want 20 with fear. We don't know what hits this yet.
Yeah, we do.
Right,
17 was it? 17.
Yep.
Minor, but it so this will be one step above because the DM said it was just under that. Hold on.
Is that to hit or damage threshold?
To hit
17 to hit?
Yes.
Jeez.
This is a massive.
Yeah. All right, understood. Yeah, we want that 20.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the best.
Awesome. Both of you roll damage.
Love it.
What is my damage for do I use my
Spellcasting.
staff?
I'm gonna say use your spellcasting with this, because you said you were using magical studies with it, so
to help magically boost. So do you what I'm saying? So is it would I use one of my spells, or do I use, because like my magic dual staff is a 1d6.
I would use one of your spells.
All right.
Your spell is gonna come down along.
I think unleash.
With...
I think the unleash chaos feels the most right.
Yeah.
Because I'm unleashing heck.
Yeah, you are.
Let's go.
All right. Let's see. That's actually pretty damn good. That is gonna be 7 damage from
Okay.
Kiku.
Make it 18.
18.
Hey!
Love that. Wow.
Hell yeah.
Bam, bam. That is a major that you guys have.
Hey!
Which means I can roll to try and get out of this. Ooh, yeah, I did it. Yes.
And as a reminder, GM, that was with fear.
With fear, thank you. Rodani is able to slide her hand out and away. I am going to I'm gonna use, since we have fear right now, I'm gonna use an action to, it's going to swing out and try and hit Tenzin. Ooh, come on. 8 to hit Tenzin?
No, does not hit.
Dodge
it
right out of swings that. And you dodge out of the way. I'm going to, I can't use that yet. I gotta be able to hit you. Okay. That's where we're at. Back to you guys.
Okay. Sure. Tuyet is going to Can I do a thing? I would love Tuyet is going to call out, because didn't we realize fire kind of worked pretty well against these things before?
You would think, yeah.
I think Tuyet is just going to call out fire. It did not like it before. Isa, and she is going to just kind of pull back a little bit out of range, because she is a ranged fighter, and is going to
don't get hit, please.
Go ahead and try to attack this thing with her bow. And if she hits, then she'll apply her ranger's focus.
Love it.
Yeah, gonna do that. So do this, and I get no bonuses, so let's see. That is not gonna work. That's great.
Uh-oh.
That's awesome. And I don't want to use that here. I need to save it. So yeah, that's an 8 with fear.
8 with fear. Okay. Yeah, you try and use this. Issa's trying to like add in with flame and whatnot, and the timing isn't hitting just right. These vines that come off of it are moving far too quick and are just constantly in a writhing motion that will not stop. With fear, I'm going to let's try and smack a scratch again.
Oh boy.
Come on.
No,
I need to roll
Scratch,
better.
No. You're the king of dodging.
6. Nah.
How about no?
Whoosh. Whoosh. It is moving, but it's also, you're able to pick up on some of those moments and be able to jump vines and things. Rook, what you doing?
I would like to summon my axe to my hand and then summon it past my hand into that thing's face.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh no, that's a good thing. Sorry, I saw 2 1s and got despair, but that's a critical success.
No, that's a crit.
That's a crit. Let's go.
That's amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. So, yeah, crits, damage. Do you
Very
remember
cool.
how to do the thing?
Increase my damage die by 1 for a crit. Yeah.
I believe so. I believe it's. I know that you're gonna take off a stress.
Yeah,
and you're
I
gonna
like,
add a hope.
take off stress. I get a hope. I'm the coolest ever to have ever done it.
But yeah, I think it's critical success. You also deal an extra damage equal to the maximum value of your damage.
Oh, okay,
dice.
very cool, very cool.
Ooh. Let's go.
In that case, then I do a total of 13 points of damage.
13.
Heck yeah.
Nice. 2, 3, 4, 4. You guys are definitely seeing like tears and cuts, and there's like bits of what would be like chlorophyll, but is more like a toxic ooze that moves out of these wounds that this corrupted creeper
Stay out, hexes.
has. Donnie is going to try to move away because she's squishy. And she brings herself really low to the ground, places her hands within the earth, starts to grab a hold of it. And I think like this magic, this almost aurora borealis sort of wave of magic goes across her eyes as she begins to try and coerce and talk to the trees and everything around, and goes, "This has corrupted one of your friends. Don't let it get away." And she's going to use Vicious Tangle.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
What does this?
She going, ooh, yeah. Whoa, that's awesome. Okay, amazing. 23 to hit with hope.
Heck yeah.
Dope.
Nice.
She is going to do damage. And then I gotta tell you what happens. Bam. Okay. It's only like 5 points of damage. However, on a success, these roots and like vines from the other trees within the orchard move up and out of the earth and temporarily restrain this corrupted creeper. Yeah. That's what she's gonna do. So I'm gonna make sure that was the action that she had. And it was with hope, so no GM move here yet. Back to you guys. It's looking beat up for sure. If it were a being, it would look bloodied.
Can I? I'm gonna have Tuyet move over here near Kiku. She's and she zooms over to him, and she's gonna say in his ear, "Fire, can you anything?"
Sure. And then I'm gonna do all. I mean, only thing I can really use is my dual staff, which lets me kind of throw magic at it. So
yeah,
that's my normal.
Whatever he is about to do with fire, Tiet is going to take Issa in her hands and just whisper, and we never really defined what this meant, so we're gonna go with it.
Yeah.
Using the Spunky Sprite's ability is going to reinforce whatever Kiku
The funky
is.
Sprite?
Spunky Sprite.
I thought you said the funky. I was like, what?
I mean,
why not?
Protect what's mine seems to be much more when somebody's about to go down or something like that. That's kind of where she uses that healing. But the Spunky Sprite ones is
a little more mischievous.
Yeah, it's more mischievous. So whatever magic that Kiku is about to do, Chiette is going to hold Issa in her hands and then basically let Issa loose to reinforce whatever that is.
Oh, I love
and
it.
I will
Okay.
and I will spend the 3 hope to reinforce whatever
Tag
that
team it.
is
Oh,
going
nice.
to look
Okay.
like.
I
All
love
right,
it.
well, let's roll.
Tuyet and Kiku, you can both roll to attack here.
Okay. This is where can I just
And
use
it is
I'll use my normal
it is
attack.
restrained at the moment.
Ooh.
So let me double check something. Restrained. It cannot move. It has to stay within its current position. Oh, I thought it made it vulnerable. It does not make it vulnerable. Okay.
I'm actually going to use one of my arcane, my primordial subclass abilities. I'm going to mark a stress to add 2 more to this roll to make it a 14 with hope.
Okay.
And I am trying to figure out. So I add a +1 because we're using 1 of 2 of. Oh crud! Wait. Okay, here's the question. Technically, I didn't realize this.
Yeah.
I had 3 or 4 hopes. I think I had 3. It says I can spend a hope to add an applicable companion's experience to the roll, but I have to use 3 in order for us to do the group thing.
I'll let you throw it into it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So
part of the combo.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 14 with hope.
Hey, wow, do you want to go with your 14 with hope or my 14 with hope?
Look, we keep trying to do cool things and we keep not succeeding.
Nah.
That would have been a really cool thing.
Yeah,
right?
You're able to have this spell move off in a way. Issa tries to alight it. It digs down into the ground near this creeper, but it like moves out of the way of what had happened. Unaffected. But it was with hope, y'all, so I'm gonna have to spend a fear in order to do this.
And we both get our hope back, correct? We get
You
one
do,
hope.
yes.
Okay.
We're gonna smack Tenzin. Or we're gonna try
Come
to.
at me!
13.
Hits.
Yeah. Ooh, yay. Okay. This is a good thing for me, not for you.
Are you sure? You sure about that?
I'm definitely sure about that.
I have a feeling you're about to get eaten, my friend.
13 physical damage, and I need you to make me an agility check. Please.
Cool. I'm going to take 1 armor to make that a minor.
Cool.
And I'm making an agility.
Yes.
Oh, I'm not good at those at all, said the fawn. Also, before I make that agility check, I just took damage, so retaliation.
Oh. Okay, go ahead.
So I'm gonna mark a stress,
Mm-hmm.
and without me having to roll for it, you take 5 damage.
I love that. For you guys.
Now I will roll
That's
that
another
agility.
hit point. It's a minor.
I love being in melee. Come at me. Oh, girl.
What's your agility roll?
That's what we call a 24 with hope.
Yo. This vine slashes around, smacks into you, and you can feel it start to like wrap around your bicep, and you're able to rip and move it away, like wiggle out of it before it begins to constrict around you. Okay. No. Back to you guys.
In response to seeing Tenzin getting smacked, Scratch is going to just no and lash out instinctively, and his claws are going to come out of his paws, and he's going to try and scratch.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Namesake move, baby.
Let's go. Scratch is gonna
Scratch.
scratch. So, retracting claws. You make an agility roll to scratch a target in melee range. On a success, they become vulnerable.
Ooh, okay.
That's pretty strong.
So I don't think this is gonna go. That is only gonna be a 12 to hit. I don't think that's gonna go.
12 does not hit.
Guys, we need to roll.
It's with hope, though.
Your claws scratch against the vines of this and can't like dig deep enough to be able to like get a good purchase. What is 12 with what?
With hope.
Okay, take that hope then.
I did.
Good.
With that though, of like, oops, I would like to hide. Mark stress and hide.
Hide, please. Cool. Amazing. I will say then, I think, Radani is going to look to Rorik and go, yeah, that axe that you have seems to be kind of, I don't know, distracting?
Sure, yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, eat me! I'll start getting as big as I can.
Perfect. No, just, like, when I say, throw it.
My God, Rorik's so fun.
I'm gonna have Radani tag team with Rorik here and spend the 3 hope to do so. What's gonna happen, what she wants is she's going to, as soon as you throw the axe, hopefully it will look that way, see the axe, and not see the beast form that is going to run up and try.
Nice.
Yeah!
So, to hit, correct?
Let's do it. We both roll a hit and we take the better, whichever one we want.
Correct, yeah.
Crit.
Oh, a crit! Not even joking, 2 4s.
Nice.
That's amazing!
Let's
go! Good.
Yes!
Mine was 12 with hope, so we'll go with your 2 4s.
Okay, let's
Do
smash
they
him.
both get to take their full damage die?
That's a good question. Let me double check something.
So,
I believe so. I believe you both
think
literally
you-
you both
That
crit.
is sick!
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah!
Let's
Dude,
go,
let's
tag
go.
team. Moo.
Alright, 14 from me. Whatever you get for Radani.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me figure this out.
You're doing great, Shauna.
You
Don't
got a lot
worry
going
about
on.
it.
Take
Stress.
time.
I'm gonna mark a stress. You watch as Radani moves, and as she just like barrels towards this thing, she jumps into the air and comes out and is becomes like this sort of golden haired jackal that comes up to try and hit it. Beast form. There we go. Hey, I have a thing.
I feel that.
Right? Okay, I can do that. Yo, and since we're doing this together, I can use packed hunting, which is going to add an additional D8 to the dice pool.
Nice.
Let me grab another one.
Do you have to roll that, or do you just get the full amount?
Well, you get max on one of the dice, and then
Okay.
the other things you roll.
Okay.
As far as I understand.
Understood.
Well, that works out really great for me. That's 18 points of damage.
Dope.
Nice.
That's sick
Big
as
hit.
hell.
So how much did you have, Rick?
I had 14 for me.
So that's, what is that? 32?
32 total, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a severe.
That's fucking gnarly. Let's go.
Let's go.
I love it so much.
Amazing. This this plant is just oozing this toxic sort of thing around it. Is going to, I am in melee now though with it. Ooh, not that far. Good gravy.
GM,
And-
I'm sure it won't be relevant now, but it's every dice you roll, you get one of each at its max.
Oh,
So your extra
sick.
1d8, it'd be another 8 on top of that.
I love it.
Yeah, the
It's
critical is
max
every
dice.
dice you roll, you get one max of every dice. Even if you throw extra dice on modifiers, it all gets doubled.
Perfect.
Let's
Understood.
go.
Dice plus a
Wow.
Love it.
Good.
It is looking so terrible, so bad. I'm DM move here is going to spend the fear. Gonna try and hit Radani, but in beast form, which is a little bit more hardier, I believe. Oh no. That is not great. That's a 17 to hit, so that's definitely gonna hit.
Gross.
So many things. So many things. Here we go. Taking 16 points of physical damage. Good
Ooh.
gravy. I don't like that.
That's
Ain't
quite a
nobody
bit of
like
damage.
that.
Does she get to
Six-
use her armor when she's in beast form, or how does that work?
There is an armor score, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go 16. I'm definitely gonna bump it down into a major
Oof.
by having it take
Yeah, no one wants a severe.
2 armor slots. So that will be like that. Cool. And she's got to make an instinct roll. Or an agility roll, sorry. Shoot. This jackal leaps forward, tears into it, and this vine comes up behind and just wraps around one of the hind legs. Good. Your turn.
I want to run over and try and slice at the thing that's holding Radani down.
100%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can I, like... I don't know. Can I, like, jump on it and then, like, whoo, jump on its head and then jump over?
Are you trying to Goomba this thing?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I'm not trying to do damage as I jump on it. I'm just trying to, like, be cool. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
You're trying to pull a Kiku and
Yeah.
leapfrog.
Choo,
Okay,
choo.
got it.
Yeah,
Understood.
I'm a fawn. I can do it. And want to try and slice into
go.
that vine. What do we got here? Ooh, I don't think that's gonna make it. That's a 12 with fear.
12 with fear. That does not make it.
No, it does not.
In that case, it is going to now on its turn. Woo. Use 2 fear. And is going to make Radani use an instinct roll. This is what she's good at. So there is that. And gonna use a hope to use nature's voice with this too. Oh, wait, wrong thing. Hold up. I'm so glad that was the wrong thing. I rolled the wrong die. I've never been more happy to roll the wrong die. Okay, here we go.
Did you roll a d20 instead?
Yes, I did. Okay, that's 11.
Uh-oh. I
Fun.
don't think this is good.
Friends. You watch as this jackal gets pulled towards, and it swings Radani's beast form back towards one of those other mouths as it lashes and hits down on her. You watch her eyes kind of lax a little bit, and as these thorn-like teeth pull away, you can see that green drip off of them. Radani is considered infected.
Oh no.
Gross. Seeing that, I would like to come out of hiding from the trees.
Yeah.
Which gives me advantage on the attack roll. To come out of hiding and stab down and just be like, spit her out!
Let's go.
Do we still have that water, or did she pour all of it out?
She hasn't poured any of it.
She hasn't poured any of it yet. Okay.
No.
That's not great. That's better. Okay. 12, 13. Nope, don't do that. Don't get out of roll 20. How dare you?
No.
13. And then with 2, 15. I can't roll higher than a 15.
15's not gonna do
Dude,
it.
I've been
This
rolling
thing is-
single digits. This is every time practically.
This thing is
with hope.
holding on.
I've been having a great
God.
combat, guys.
You really have, actually.
You really have.
How many, like, crits is this been? Shoot. 15 with what?
Hope.
Hope. Okay, at least you get a hope back.
At least I get a hope back.
You stab into this thing, and it's almost like this bark like vine is just so difficult to actually jab into. It's barely hanging on.
All right. Chiet is because they changed flying again, and I didn't realize that. Sure, why not? She's gonna fly up in the sky because apparently I can do that for free now. I apply the stress when I want to use it for evasion. So it's kind of like shield. But not. I don't know. They keep changing flying, guys. Like literally, it gets changed every time. I have no idea what is happening.
Beta.
So fantastic. So yeah, she's gonna fly up in the sky. Actually, well, I don't know.
Flying up in the
How big is Kiku compared to her? Kiku's bigger than her.
3-4 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kiku's definitely.
Kiku's a little bit bigger than her.
Yeah. So she's gonna fly up in the sky and to try and get like a better angle. And try and shoot this thing in an eyeball or something somewhere.
Let's go.
Gonna try for something.
Nice.
So yeah, let's see. Can I hit? That would be great. That's it. No. 12 with hope. So at least I got a hope.
At least you get the hope back.
And while she does that, sure, why not? Seeing that people are getting hurt and stuff, Issa will follow the arrow with it and make her own attack.
Yeah, go Issa.
Yeah.
Good. So yeah, there's my action tracker for me. Issa, go ahead and attack. Maybe you can hit. That'd be great.
Come on, Issa.
23 with fear.
Whoa!
Yeah! Go, Issa!
It's that
Okay.
fire.
Let's do it.
So Issa
That
is going
fire,
to attack
baby.
with claws of fire.
Yeah.
So that's a d6 physical damage. Wait, no, I didn't do that right. Hang on, I don't understand. Hang on, I'm testing something right now. Yeah,
You're
okay, I did.
Yeah.
Because I'm using their roller. So okay, apparently I have to. That's weird that it makes me do that. How does this look when I do it here? No. Can I? Okay, so that's statistically odd. Okay, no, I guess I rolled a 1. Okay, it just was. I was like, is it literally rolling a one-sided dice right now?
Oh,
1 damage.
Guess what?
Is that all it
1
needed?
damage
Oh
is
my
minor.
gosh.
Can you describe?
Oh my
how
god, I
Issa
love it so
comes in and
much!
Let's go, Issa.
Let's
I
go.
love. Well, I gotta have Phoenix with
sure,
you guys.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, as Issa chases the arrow, and the arrow kind of glances off of the skin. Those of you up close just see a burst of fire for a second, and then there's just little Issa. But for Kiku and for Rurik and for Tuyet, for a brief moment, you see a flash of a large, with broad wingspan bird that seems to almost encompass this creature for a second.
Sick.
And then the burst of the flame of the claws, and then there's little Issa again zooming away to avoid.
I love it.
To avoid, and the crackling of the fire still lingers on this creature as she zooms.
God.
I love it.
She's so cool.
That is sick.
She's way cooler than Tuyet, okay?
After about 5 seconds of Tuyet flying off being all cool as fuck.
Nope, that's not Tuyet. That's Issa.
Issa, I'm sorry. Issa flying off cool as fuck. Scratch falls out of the tree that he was in, being blinded by the light.
I love it.
Yeah.
Also falling down to the ground is this jackal form that hits the ground, and she dropped, seeing that this creature has dropped. She drops the beast form as well.
Does Radani still look all infected and shit?
She does. She looks like there's like a darkness under her eyes, and you can see on her shoulder where this thing has clamped down and bit her on the shoulder.
I'll race to her aid, immediately providing what medical attention I can.
Okay.
How are you feeling? Are you all right? Don't want to eat us yet?
My head hurts, but I think I'm okay.
The water. Use the water.
I mean, so Rurik, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Would you like to roll this?
Yes.
Would you like to roll a knowledge roll?
Yes.
With advantage, or would you like to roll an instinct roll at a lower DC?
Knowledge with advantage.
Okay.
Am I able to apply dark rituals to this as well?
If you do, there's definitely something that will happen.
Understood. Applying dark rituals for sure, Z's. All right. With advantage, plus the modifier off of the dark rituals. Let's give it a roll, shall we?
Yes.
Woo, baby! 21 with hope.
Nice.
Okay.
Amazing.
I love that. Can I get one more roll from you? And it is a presence reaction roll.
Sure. This I'm worse at. But I got a 17. I'm not that bad.
Okay.
17
okay.
with hope, specifically.
Perfect. As you guys look Rurik brings over his hands and lays them upon this injury that Radani has. Rurik, there's a moment where instead of what usually feels like a warmth that comes out of you and gets pushed or placed upon your patient, there's a moment where you touch this bite and you feel it move in towards you. You have a moment thinking back. You hear that voice again. Heresy. You were a part of the ascendancy. You were almost the empowered. And what are you now? And I think within this moment, it takes a second. A little bit of that anxiety of past creeping up behind you like a shroud. But you're able to block it and work and focus on your work. How do you block this from your mind?
As I hear those echoes through my head, there's a moment where it's clear to all of you guys looking at Rurik. This almost hollow, like shattered sense of self for a second. But you hear Rurik begin to hum himself a song, something really soft. And again, it's not great. Rurik can't keep pitch or a consistent melody. But as he begins to hum this song, Rurik kind of manages to choke out in between gasps of this air. Screw the Ascension. I am a storyteller now. And it begins here. I refuse to let you take that from me. And he's going to try to stomach down that corruption as deep down as possible and try to just suppress that.
As you guys watch this happen, you can see that green toxicity almost begin to creep and move up Rurik's arm as he says this. And then you hear a breeze come through. It sounds like a massive moving of pages as this wind comes and barrels through this orchard, moving the leaves within the area, and the corruption retracts and a healing light gets moved over onto Radani's shoulder. She winces a little bit as it happens, but it looks relatively patched. Okay, we should probably get to figuring out. Okay.
Is everyone all right?
Yeah, doing fine. Nothing but a little pick-me-up. You know what I'm talking about? How are you feeling?
Yeah. I'm fine.
I'm okay.
I got hurt more when Radani hit me over the head with her staff.
We should use this water, and give a little bit of it. Of this corruption within them, and we should probably figure out what this thing really is.
Yes.
We might have to cut it open.
Leave it to me.
So we are going to. Is this the source of the corruption, or
I mean, I think this is what's causing it here.
It's the source of the corruption here, at the very least.
Because some of it was very far away.
Right.
There might be a larger source.
Perhaps.
So
But this is the source here.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get to watering. And she begins to like move down towards these other trees in order to give them this sort of healing water, just a little bit within each of the trees to make sure that they are fortified.
Tuyet will. I mean, we only have the one vial, so it's not like she can do much. But she'll flit in between all the trees, looking for actual signs of infection, I guess.
Perfect. Yeah. Treat those ones first.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Are you guys gonna check the creeper itself?
Oh, yeah, I'll be slicing that guy open.
I was like, Tuyet can't help you with that. I don't think she's got a dagger.
I don't do that. I love
mean,
it.
That's all I've got is 2 daggers as well.
Yeah, Scratch can help slice and dice with me. Maybe we can make
there we go. Can I get agility and or finesse rolls from Scratch and Rurik?
Say who scores the same for each of them. This seems like a finesse task to me. 12 with fear. It's scary cutting into that.
Yeah.
$14 with hope.
Okay. Scratch.
15. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Seaborn thing. Just bump it up by
Love
1.
that. That actually.
It doesn't convert to hope at the end of a session anymore.
That
use it or lose it.
Brilliant. Because as you guys cut, moving vines and thorns and bramble away from this thing, Rurik, there's moments where you have to jump out of the way to avoid getting slimed, basically.
What a great way to put it.
Sorry, it's just how it is. Scratch, I think you cut and get into where this massive maw is, and where the top of what would be a jaw and the neck meet, and there is this now dull green colored bulb there, and it is wrapped in like moss, reindeer moss and wood chips and whatnot around it, and it seems like it has paper bound into it, like around the side of it. And as you pull,
I found something. I don't like it. It's gross.
What is this?
Pull this bulb, the size of like an ostrich egg, out of this creeper.
What?
And inspect. There is a paper, like a packaging around it.
What?
That has and states Seed Harbor. It is a green piece of paper, and it has a logo that looks very similar to something that Scratch has seen before.
It's a green fern, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Ah, crows.
And it says Seed Harbor as a logo.
What is this?
On it. That is where we're going to end this session.
What?
Scratch, what do you know?
Oh, friends. Okay. I know I was a little bit long today, but man, we had to finish up this arc. You got to take care of a massive creeper when it comes up on your doorstep. You know what I'm saying?
So have we healed the grove?
You've healed the grove.
We've healed the grove.
You have that water that has
been
placed.
We did it.
Found the source of at least this corruption. And now to find out the breadcrumbs of that, we need to go to Scratch's old stomping ground.
Seems like Scratch might have a little bit of information on that, yeah.
Oh, man!
Geeks, thank you so much for joining us today here on Sporting Roles at Mythic Geekdom. Thank you to all of these wonderful players here at the table and you geeks at home watching. I just want to say love you guys. It's awesome playing with you. And
before you go, we're taking a bit of a break, right?
This is true. Yes, thank you. Yes. So this arc is finished, but obviously there's going to be some turnaround a little bit, and we need a little bit of time to prep for that. So don't worry, Daggerheart probably coming back, but it'll take just a little bit of time in order to make the story just right. Just the way Rurik's goddess would want it. So thank you guys for joining us, and until next time, stay mythic out there, geeks.